That's Mr. Beast, and this is how he's about to pull off the highest budget, biggest production YouTube video ever created.
Storming this field is 2,000 contestants.
Look at him, it's 2,000 people
competing for that $5 million.
So how on earth do you run and record a competition show for this many people? And the biggest question, how much does it cost to pull all of this off? Well, it wasn't without some very real challenges, but one thing's for sure, from a technical perspective, this is
absolutely insane.
And I'm giving him all access to everything behind the scenes, from the cameras, the logistics, and he's gonna show it all to you.
And also, that's $5 million real dollars.
Don't rob me.
So there are 4 challenges that the contestants are going to be going through. This is us just before the first.
I gathered all the guards over here so you can test them. They're not supposed to show motion, basically just like mannequins.
You guys are not supposed to speak. This feels mean.
They're not gonna talk.
But they are going to dance if you catch them after hours.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's not his real skin.
Time for challenge 1, in which the contestants had to split up into 5 groups, and each group had to pull up a very heavy boulder as fast as they could. Every person in the losing team gets eliminated.
I realize there's 2,000 contestants behind me shouting and screaming, but this is the coolest thing for me right now. So this structure right here has been custom built for this challenge to basically regulate the amount of pulling force required to lift that boulder. So the rope feeds through this contraption before it goes out to the contestants. And the way that it's weaved through on the inside determines how easy it is to pull.
So just to give you an idea of how important this is, the Beast team originally set this mechanism up to require 32,000 newtons of pulling force. But it's only as they started to playtest it a few days before, with a whole extra crew of playtesters, by the way, but they realized 32,000 newtons is going to take people way too long for the challenge to be fun to watch. So just by weaving this rope through the contraption in a slightly different way, they could quickly lower the required pulling force to just 10,000.
Oh, and also, this microphone here is sat there specifically to capture just the sound effect of the rope being pulled.
It's a little bit crazy just how many things you have to think about if you want to do this right.
Even literally the flooring. Jimmy decided that he wanted this place to look like a coliseum, so they pulled out every single bit of AstroTurf from it, and then they've covered it with these olive pits to basically give it that cinematic sand being thrown up feeling when people are running around through it.
This is the box camera we're using to adjudicate. As soon as one of these boulders cross the finish line, that's the winner. And so we'll be able to see from this camera which boulders last, and that team's eliminated.
It didn't even occur to me that you need adjudication cameras.
We set our camera at the same height as this finish line so we can see exactly who won. They're both at 80 feet.
So every single contestant also has an NFC wristband that they're scanning to keep track of who's in the game and who's out of the game.